Keith, it's been my observation the one thing you can count on in November, even more than snowstorms, are these rainy, really wind-blown storms, and we get at least one of them every year.
Yeah, really over the past 5 or 6 years, I don't remember it happening quite as often prior to that, but yeah, we've had a lot of strong windstorms, and here comes another one. It is wrapped up, occluded off to our west. The actual low is out towards West Virginia, but the area of precipitation is running out way ahead of it, and that's the look that we saw on the models a week ago that concerned us as far as the storm goes. So the rain will move in, as it's already doing, over southwestern parts of the state and start as some light snow in the mountains, but eventually our temperature profile becomes such that it's rain everywhere, and the rain just gets heavy this afternoon and into this evening and really comes down here in kind of the middle part of the night and then into midnight, 1, 2 o'clock over down East Maine and the mid-coast. It rains pretty consistently overnight everywhere and starts to lighten up by early tomorrow morning over southern Maine, but it's still raining pretty hard over down East Maine through at least the middle of the day, if not into the afternoon, and then this storm system moves out. So we have periods of very heavy rain in there. That's one of the concerns, but the real concern is going to be the wind. So here's what we have, and the weekend crew doing a really good job trying to nail down our wind gusts. We talked last week about how 50 miles an hour looked pretty likely, and that continues to be the case along the coastline. Now this range of 50 to 60 miles an hour is actually really, really important because without leaves on the trees, 50 we can get away with, 60 we will not as far as power outages go. And so where in this range it ends up, I think, becomes pretty important. I would say a lot of the coastline will probably be in the mid-50s, and we will probably catch a few 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts in those areas. That's where we'll see the heaviest power outage activity. As you go farther inland, it's 40 to 50 miles an hour. Then it decreases to kind of a non-issue in the mountains. Timing-wise, the winds start picking up by late this afternoon, and after sunset, the winds are gusting to 40 to 45 miles an hour over southern Maine. And the real peak of this thing is, again, between 6 p.m. and midnight tonight in most spots. That's when the wind gusts will be in the upper 50s, perhaps a couple of low 60 mile an hour wind gusts. That continues through the evening, and then things do settle down by tomorrow morning. So the damage will be done by tomorrow morning in most spots. So power outage risk here is obviously highest along the coastline. And again, what I said is accurate, that the lack of foliage helps us here, but we're going to be right on the line. In addition to that, we're going to pick up another 1 to 2.5 inches of rain. So that's the main event. It continues through at least the first half of tomorrow, much quieter for the rest of the week. Nothing too remarkable as we go into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Temperatures stay in the 40s. A couple of snow showers, a possibility on the backside there Wednesday and again Friday. And then we're watching a storm on Saturday that we're not 100% clear on. Pat, the only thing that could swing us here, say we get to 55 miles an hour and we have a lot of power outages, it'll be the wet soil that's the problem. So watch for uprooted trees here later this evening.
All right, thank you, Keith.